All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome. We are going to be talking with Adams, who is the CEO of a company called Bookl.ee. You may or may not have heard of Bookl.ee. You probably haven't because they're pretty much brand new. But, we have a lot of hosts who really are trying to get bookings off of the standard platforms of Airbnb, VRBO, Booking.com. And one of the avenues that hosts frequently use is social media, whether it's Instagram or TikTok or whatnot. We know that there's lots of travelers out there. We know there are people searching for different destinations and maybe tips or whatnot to help them as they're planning their next vacation. But it's really an opportunity to capture some of those people who are researching and let them know about your properties and potentially get them to be guests at your properties. But that journey, kind of that sales funnel that people go through, there's a few hurdles and a few roadblocks. People may enjoy your Instagram post, but what's going to convert them and actually get them to book with you? And once they're interested in your property, how smooth is that transition from, finding out about you and deciding that they're interested in staying with you to actually converting and booking with you? And that's actually one of the problems that Bookl.ee is trying to solve. So I want to introduce you guys to Adams. He is actually from Latvia, right?
Exactly. We are from Latvia. Yeah.
Latvia. Great. And so Adams and his team are also hosts, and they were experiencing this problem personally. And that's kind of what led them to create Bookl.ee. So, Adams, why don't you just tell everybody a little bit more about that story and that journey and how you guys ended up creating this company? And then Adams is actually going to take us right into the platform, and we're going to get to see it. And so that you can take a firsthand peek at what they've built and understand how it might be helpful.
Yeah, great. So thanks for having us on STR Hub. Really, really honored to be here. First things first, a little backstory in Bookl.ee, how we got here. So we started as hosts ourselves. Me and myself and 3 other friends, we are Airbnb hosts. And we had this idea, how do we grow outside OTAs? Like, how do we grow quickly our vacation properties? And we landed on social media. And that's what we have been doing since. And we were doing posts regularly, getting our followers up, and we eventually hit a roadblock and asked ourselves, how do we actually convert our followers into bookers? And then we started just to explore what services, what tools, what opportunities are there for us to somehow do this, convert followers into bookers. And we quickly realized that there is no good tool for hosts to actually do that. We saw that a lot of hosts are using Linktree, but Linktree is not really made for hosts on social media. So we just thought, let's go with this crazy idea and create the tool ourselves. And voila, and here we have Bookl.ee. Quickly, Bookl.ee is just a simple link in bio landing page for hosts on social media. And the main things that help with conversions is trust building. Bookl.ee allows you to pull in reviews from all of your OTAs, Airbnb, Booking.com, VRBO, onto a single page. Second is display beautiful pictures on your link in bio landing page. Obviously, guests buy with our eyes, buy with their eyes. First we see, then we decide to book. And Bookl.ee really, really kind of like narrows down on this to help you increase conversions on displaying beautiful pictures. And third is aggregate multiple booking options onto your landing page. So the guests have this freedom of choice and choose their preferred method of booking, whether it's on OTA or redirect your direct booking site, or whether you want to have a simple email or a Google form that they fill up and then book. Yeah, cool. That is Bookl.ee. And cool. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, let's have a look. Let's jump in and see it.
Let's jump in.
Yeah, I'm going to bring Adam's screen up here. So kind of walk us through what we've got here.
So this is our Bookl.ee website. This is where you would land if you would want to create a Bookl.ee link in bio page. I'm going to show you just a quick, simple walkthrough of how you would do that. So once we are here, simply just let's get on and start building our page. For the sake of this video, I'm just going to create a test account. So test account. So give it a second. And here is like the step where we create our handle for our link in bio landing page. So once again, I'm going to do test account for the sake of this video. Now we choose what type of property we have. I'm going to create my link in bio page for my guest house villa. So we click that and continue. And now this is perhaps the very magic of Bookl.ee, link in bio builder. All we need to do is to paste in here our OTA listing. So if you're already listed on Airbnb, Booking.com, or VRBO, all you would need to do is go to your OTA listing and paste its listing link into here and import. Let me show you how that works.
Great.
So this is our actual listing here in Latvia. And imagine that it is your Booking.com, VRBO, or Airbnb listing. And we just simply highlight the link at the top. I'm going to do a right-click copy, go back to Bookl.ee, and paste it in here. So right-click paste. Then I click import, and we should give it a, I don't know, like 30 seconds. Okay, it loaded a bit faster than I
That's
thought,
great.
but yeah. So Bookl.ee now has generated us a template link in bio page. First things first, on the right-hand side, we see the live preview that has been generated for us from simply just pasting in our OTA listing link. On the left-hand side here, we can see the building blocks that have been used to build the page on the right. Everything happens on the left if we want to edit our page on the right. So how does the building process, I guess, happen? How do you do it? So there are 4 key features that we can do with these blocks. The first one is a simple drag and drop. So say I want to drag my galleries under my headers block. So I just simply drag the block here of galleries and drop it under header. And here you can see it updates live, and galleries indeed have been dragged under our headers block on the top here. And we can drag it back up like this. The second feature with the blocks we can do is we can hide the blocks with these slide options. So if we do not want to show our galleries, we just hide them. Or if we do not want to show the links, we just hide them. And the third is, yes, obviously, we can add multiple blocks here. If you click the button here, add block, in total, at this moment, we have 11 blocks. So I suppose the titles are self-explanatory here, but one core feature I think I should mention is that on Bookl.ee pages, you can add as many properties you wish on a single page. What you would do, you would just simply add multiple property blocks here. And yeah,
I can see how that might be helpful. I'm even thinking for myself, I have 2 different properties. They have 2 different direct booking websites, but kind of at the bottom of my landing page for my one property, I could say, something about, also see our other property in Idaho or whatever. I mean, obviously you would craft that, but it kind of doubles the marketing value of when people click on that link, which is great.
exactly. Actually, that's what we have seen our existing Bookl.ee customers do. If they indeed have multiple properties, they really just go ahead, add multiple properties on their single Bookl.ee page, and add a title or headers block on top of that second property, and just type in, check out our other properties in this area. We have special promotions for those properties. Yeah, it really adds to the value of that Bookl.ee page.
That's cool.
So that's about the blocks. And the fourth feature we can do with the blocks, obviously, is that we can edit these blocks. If we click the pencil button here, we open the contents of a block, and we can just play with its contents and really just customize our page however we like. So I can perhaps show 3 most important blocks that I think are the most important, and just quickly go through them, how they work. Does that sound fair?
That's great. Thank you.
Okay, so for the first one, as I mentioned, that the core conversions booster is trust building, right? And how we do that is with reviews. So let's check out the reviews block. Here we can see on the right-hand side, live preview, that the reviews have been pulled in from our Airbnb. And now let's see what we can do with these reviews in this block here, the reviews block. So I'm going to click the pencil button, and here we are in the reviews block. So first we see the text box here. We can edit the text to whatever text we want here. Essentially, we can just type in, say, guests love us, or whatever. You can see the text updates here. Or we can just add superhost, that we are a superhost. Let our guests know that we have the superhost status, that they can really trust us with a great experience. And to really enforce that, we can now even choose the reviews we want to display on our Bookl.ee site. So say I've gotten a 4-star review and I don't want to really show it to my guests. Simply what I can do is just delete that review, and voila, only my 5-star reviews are now displayed on my Bookl.ee site. And perhaps I want to add another review that is not displayed there. So I would click here, add review highlights, and here are all the Airbnb reviews that have been pulled in for my Airbnb listing. But that's not all with the reviews block. The cool thing here is that we can indeed pull in all of our reviews from OTAs. Let me quickly demonstrate to you how that works. So here we see the button Add Review Source. Once I click it, I can now choose a platform for which I want to pull in my existing reviews. So say I want to pull in my Booking.com reviews. So I would choose the platform, Booking.com. Then I would simply go to my Booking.com listing. So this is our actual Booking.com listing. And all I need to do is just copy the link at the top here. So copy this link, right-click copy, go back to Bookl.ee, and here under the listing URL, paste it in. So right-click, paste, and click add. You should give it a minute or 30 seconds or so. Yeah, once again, it loaded a bit faster than expected. And we can see here that on our live preview Bookl.ee page, all of our Booking.com reviews have been pulled in here. And if we want to display our Booking.com reviews, we would go here, once again, under the Add Review Highlights, choose Booking.com here, and add a couple of those Booking.com reviews. And perhaps the Booking.com review is the one I want to display first on my reviews block, so I'll drag it here at the very top, and here it is, my Booking.com displayed here. So once again, we can pull in all of our OTA reviews here by clicking Add Review Source and then choosing the respective platform, and then just going to our listing on that platform, copying the link and pasting it here.
That's awesome, because social proof really is a huge deal. So having all of that information and all those reviews right up front, that will definitely help with conversion.
Yeah, exactly. And that's like one of the secret sauces behind Bookl.ee that other link in bio tools do not have. You can actually display your real reviews to your real followers, your real guests, to turn them into your bookers. So this is a really core feature for Bookl.ee. That's reviews. And so the second one is perhaps the links block here. We can see it's displayed here on the right-hand side live preview. And if we click the pencil button here on the links block, we can open up its contents. So here it's pretty straightforward. We can add as many external links on our Bookl.ee link in bio page as many as we want. So what we've seen Bookl.ee users do is add perhaps an external link to, say, TripAdvisor, to things to do, or a local community website, like check out this local, I don't know, events happening in our area. So what we can
maybe
do,
a festival or something like that.
Exactly. That's the power of this links block, that you can add external links of festivals, events, places to see around your property.
You know what? And I can see the power of this. If I actually just did a post the other day about how to maximize the shoulder season. So maybe you actually do an Instagram post about some Oktoberfest or a fall festival, and then you can, in your Instagram post, say something like, see link in bio for more details, direct people here looking for information about that festival, and at the same time, be given this opportunity to potentially get them to book your property. That's great.
Exactly. That's what we are trying with Bookl.ee, to capitalize on this say things that are happening around our properties that are actually helping us increase our bookings, increase our conversions, right? So it's really important that we have this tool to do that. So getting back to the links block, yeah, once again, we can add multiple external links on our Bookl.ee page. And another thing is that, yeah, we can edit essentially these text boxes. The texts are displayed here, whatever we want. So I'm gonna add a TripAdvisor, things to do in my area. So yeah, I edited the link. The name is gonna be displayed on that button. So things to do in our area. Then I would go to TripAdvisor, say the best things to do in my local area of my property. And all I would need to do is simply, once again, copy the link here at the top, right click, copy, back to Bookl.ee, and paste it here. Right click, paste. And let me delete these links since I only want to have one on my Bookl.ee page. And voila, here's the link. So once, yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say, I have to hand it to you guys. You've made it dead simple. I mean, just copying and pasting these addresses, even when you bring in your OTA information, you don't have to go find your exact property number or anything. You're literally just taking that out of the address bar of your web browser and pasting it in. That's really smart engineering for this product because it's going to make sure people don't get stuck on, confusion.
Exactly. You're right on that. We really wanted to create Bookl.ee that is super streamlined, super easy to use, so that hosts that want to have some kind of, say, yeah, a website or a small website, a landing page, that it's really accessible and affordable to them. That you do not need to have some sort of crazy technical web skills. All you need to do is just jump on Bookl.ee, drag and drop, click and paste the links you want, and voila, 10-15 minutes, you have a landing page ready for your property to share across your social medias, or just have it as a standalone website to increase your conversions. That's what we're doing here. So yeah, here's the button, and once your followers or guests click on it, yeah, it works. You see I get redirected to TripAdvisor. And the third block is the property block itself, where all the bookings happen. So on the live preview right-hand side, you can see it here. And yeah, let's jump into its contents here. So I'm going to click the pencil here. So first, we can see we have 5 text boxes. It's pretty straightforward. You can edit the property name. You can just add a property description here that's displayed here. Usually, Bookl.ee users add how many bedrooms they have. So bedrooms. So 16 guests, 3 bedrooms. We can see it updates here live. We can even change the text that is displayed on the button here. But yeah, usually we would just have a simple book. So these are the text boxes you can play with to essentially change the text that is displayed here. And if you scroll down a bit, under the booking links, here we can add multiple booking options for our guests, so they have the freedom of choice to book with their preferred method. So let's check it out. So if we click add booking link here we can add our Airbnb, Booking.com, Expedia, Airbnb, or our own direct booking option if we have one. So let me add the Booking.com booking option. So what I would do is just click Booking.com. Once again, go to my Booking.com listing, copy the link at the top, back to Bookl.ee, paste it in here. So now we can see the 2 green buttons are on. This means that my guests now have 2 options to book on, Airbnb and my Booking.com. And once they click book here on live preview, voila, there are the 2 options that pop up, and they can choose whichever they prefer. That's about it. Yeah, you have a question, I assume?
That's great. I mean, I love how you can see the live preview and, is super straightforward. This is like it replicates that interface that people are already familiar with from years of exposure to Linktree and other things. So I can see how it'll be fairly straightforward for the people who are on social media and also for us to set up. I mean, this is a very intuitive, user-friendly interface in the back end here. So you guys have done a great job. Congratulations.
Thank you, I appreciate it. Yeah, that's our aim, to have the tool as simple as possible, so the hosts really can have the tools to increase their conversions.
Yeah.
Um,
So tell us a little bit about pricing now. I know that you have your pricing, it's very transparent on your website, but what does it actually look like as far as pricing getting started with Bookl.ee?
So about the pricing, let me click upgrade. And essentially at the moment we have two plans, and it's really very straightforward. It's just a simple monthly subscription. It's either you choose a standard plan or a premium plan. The difference between the two is that with premium, you can have unlimited properties listed on your Bookl.ee page and have unlimited review sources listed on your Bookl.ee page. And now I have euros since I'm in Eastern Europe based, but it's essentially the same, around 12 bucks for the standard plan and 20 bucks for the premium plan if on a monthly plan. But if on yearly, you get a 25% discount. And it's around 100 US dollars for the standard plan and around 180 for the premium plan. Simple
So if you think
subscription.
about that, how many bookings do I need to get to recoup the investment into Bookl.ee? Not potentially very many. I mean, if I only need to get maybe 2 or 3 bookings, probably not even that, like 1.
Exactly.
If your profit margin on your property is so low, you've got other things you need to be looking at, your operating procedures. But, to have the opportunity to be converting guests that find you through Instagram, it's pretty nominal investment, low barrier to entry. I'm curious, do you guys have any plans to extend this to other platforms in addition to just Instagram?
So right now we have in our development pipeline the actual direct booking feature that we are working on. Essentially, what that means is that for hosts that would be on Bookl.ee, would have their Bookl.ee link in bio page, they would have the ability to create their own direct booking option within Bookl.ee. So collect payments, collect deposits, all of the calendars, and all that stuff within Bookl.ee. That's
That's
what we are
great.
working on at the moment, to have
Yeah,
this.
so the guests would see the availability right there in
Yeah,
the platform and be able to, not even have to leave that link in bio to complete their booking.
exactly. That's one big feature we are working on right now. Another thing that we really want to have our hosts to essentially use and have the tool is a newsletter feature. So we think it's really, really powerful tool to have to essentially market to your guests, to have them as repeat guests, right? To send them on email, special promotions and all that good stuff. So the newsletter feature is something we are really also keen on implementing and working on. Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool. Well, thank you so much, Adams. I really enjoyed this was completely like I hadn't had all this exposure to Bookly. I hadn't seen the back end myself. So I was literally taking this demo at the same time of all of you watching this. I think this is a great product and it could be tremendously helpful. If you are interested in creating a really strong strategy to get direct bookings or bookings, period, it doesn't even have to be direct bookings through your social media. I mean, this really does make it easy and straightforward, both for us as hosts and for potential guests. So thank you so much, Adams. Really enjoyed the opportunity to get a look at what Bookl.ee does and how easy it is to use.
Thank you for having us. I really appreciate it. And let's turn lookers into bookers. So that's the catchphrase that's been going on in the industry, especially for hosts on social media.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you.